Hey everybody, this is RageRock1213, and so as you can tell by the title, I got some mail in today from eBay, and well, um, it's a card with a lot of personal meaning to me. I'm gonna put that right now. So if this Mailday video seems a little depressing, that would be why. But so as you guys know, I'm a Cubs fan. If you can't even tell from the T-shirt I'm wearing right now, but growing up, Evan Longoria was always my favorite player, even before I really started watching the Rays. I just liked Longo, and like I said, I'm not really a fan of the Rays anymore, even in the slightest sense. I'm just really disenchanted with them. I'm not a fan of the franchise, how it's run, the owner. I'll always support the players, but I mean, I watch almost every baseball team there is, and that's not even like an exaggeration, I just do. I watch a lot of baseball, pretty much all day. Over the spring and summer and part of the fall. But that's a little bit of a tangent. When I first started YouTube in 2011, I found out about this type of card because I'd always just collected base cards because I was a little kid. I was 11 years old. And I discovered this product called Topps Chrome through YouTube in 2011. And these videos are on a channel that has since been deleted, so I mean, I can't really show it to you. But so I discovered this type of card, and I knew it was the type of card I wanted because, well, you'll see why. And it always seemed like out of reach for me because I was a little kid and like I didn't have a ton of money to spend on cards. I didn't really buy hobby. I didn't have the money for it. I had a weekly allowance, and you know, my dad collected cards in the 80s and 90s, so he saw these packs that were like $20 when we went to a hobby shop, and he'd be like, sweet Jesus. And I was with him, but like at the same time I kind of knew what the cards cost, so it was a little different for me. But now I have some money to spend, and he pitched in with me on this. This is kind of a graduation gift, not like a full graduation gift, but it was part of it because this is a thing that doesn't pop up very often. And well, package came in today. I already opened it. I was too excited not to. And I don't know, this card just has a lot of meaning to me. It kind of takes me back to when I was 11 or 12 years old, and I saw people getting these cards and spending all this money on their PCs, and I couldn't do it, but I just admired the collections. And it sounds kind of goofy, especially for the adults who are watching, because they're like, you know, you're 18, you know, like, you have your whole life ahead of you. You're basically 12 to me right now. But I don't know, this card just means so much to me. I don't think it ever won't be the #1 card in my collection. I could get a 52 manual graded 10, and I think this would still be the #1 card in my collection. If only because it's my favorite player of all time, and it's my personal Holy Grail. There's a Holy Grail of baseball cards that isn't this, but this is my personal Holy Grail. It's not, I don't recognize that as the Holy Grail of that, if you're catching my drift. So today, an Evan Longoria Superfractor came in the mail. 2016 Bowman Chrome. And for those of you that don't know, those young kids out there who are like me, Superfractor is numbered 1 out of 1. You can see it right there. I've checked out the surface, checked out the corners. That is getting graded through Miko and his PSA Facebook group. If you guys aren't in it, you should join. It's good. If you guys watch Miko, you should go sub to him. He's awesome. Just look up Miko in the YouTube search bar and it'll pop up. But yeah, and I don't know, the card just means a lot to me. And that's never leaving my collection. I saw it pop up on eBay last week, and I was just like, holy shit, there it is right there. And so, I mean, like, I know there are other Evan Longoria Superfractors. It's not like that's the only one in the world. There's so many different products of Topps Chrome he's been in, and Bowman Chrome, and Finest. But I don't know how to say it other than this is my Evan Longoria Superfractor now. And well, there are probably roughly 25 to 30 Evan Longoria Superfractors probably out there. I don't know what the print rate on Superfractors was in products like Finest and Bowman Chrome for a while. And I don't really know when Superfractors came to be, so I could be way overshooting the number. It might be something more like 15, maybe, and something more like 10. But I have one. And that's pretty amazing to me. And I'm going to cherish it for a long time. So, I have a Longoria, Superfractor 1 of 1. Favorite card in the collection, by far. For, like, with Tops, my man Tops 85041, if I got it wrong, I'm sorry. I forget numbers a lot. Like his Bonds collection, that's like what I want my Longoria collection to look like. Because even if I prefer the Cubs to the Rays for the rest of my life, which I will because I was a Cubs fan before I ever watched the Rays, I'll still always have a really deep emotional connection to Evan Longoria. I think that was part of why it was so much easier for me to get over the Rays, just watching them at all, because once Longoria was gone, that's when I knew, like, any connection I had to the Rays was pretty much severed. And I was already having a hard time cheering for them anymore, just because they didn't have many likable players to me. Like, I like Kiermaier, Archer. Some of their guys are really nice. Souza, I like him. But, like, guys like Echeverria, this is not an Echeverria fan. I'm not attacking his character or anything. Just, like, the way they're elderly, I still refer to them as R sometimes because the region. But the way the Rays elderly and senile and frankly dumb fans speak of him as if, like, he's some defensive god on Kevin Kiermaier's level at shortstop, and, like, completely ignore his, like, total liability that he is on offense that negates any defensive value he has. It's kind of disappointing to me. And just, I don't feel like, well, this is a video, this is turning into a tangent for another day, but, like, guys like Sternberg, just, if Sternberg sells a team, I'll support them again, but until then, I'm probably not going to go to any Rays games. I might go to a few, especially considering this year's the 20th anniversary season, and I love those Devil Rays uniforms. And I do want to support the former players, and the current players. I want to support those guys. They deserve to be supported. Even guys like Echeverria, who I'm not a huge fan of, like, as a player, who I feel like the Rays are using so they don't have to be competitive, I'm still a fan, because they're Major League players. And, like, Major League player is a Major League player, if you catch my drift. But, so yeah, that's my Mailday for today. Thank you for watching through this very long, one package, one card Mailday. But, so yeah. That's what we're looking at here. Evan Longoria, 1 of 1, boom, comes Superfractor. I'll let you guys know what the grade comes in on. I am fully expecting a 10. I checked the corners when I pulled it out of the mailbox before I left. I'm going to check them again here in a minute. But honestly, I feel like I'm just getting it graded just to get it slabbed. First of all, it's never leaving my collection. Second of all, it's a 1 of 1, so who really cares if it gets a 10, because it's still the only one of its kind. So, that's the video for today. Peace, guys. I'm out.